What's up, everybody? Trinity here. It's the beginning of a new week, and today I am going to be talking about some of the new comic books that I am going to be bringing home from my local comic book shop this week. Let me know down in the comments below what's on your comic book pull list this week as I get into mine, and let me know if there's any of the books that we have that are the same. If I'm going to be getting some that you're not getting, or that you're getting the same, or just let me know what you're getting. Just you know what I'm talking about. Let me know down in the comments below. And also, before I get into that, I want to talk about crowdfunding comic books. You guys know, in case you've been watching the channel, one of the things I do here is I do go out there and I pick different crowdfunded projects to go out there and back, and I do talk about some of those in some of the live streams that we do here. I don't talk about all of the books all the time, and I probably honestly need to do some better reviews for most of those books. And one of the books I want to start off talking about today is from Trevor Fernandez Linkovich, who has this he started this his company called Pocket Watch Press, and he is currently running a Kickstarter campaign for Area 51, the Helix Project, issue number 6. This is the series finale. Now, this is his 6th campaign, but I would still say that he is a first-time creator. I would say this is still his first book. I mean, he's 6 issues in, and it's going to be complete here, but I would say that his series is complete when it is, and I would say it's his first project, and this is still, I still consider him a first-time creator, even though it's still, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comments below. But we've got issue number 6 of Area 51, the Helix Project, and this series has been very good. I've enjoyed seeing how this story has gone along, and now at one point there was some of the issues, like I think when maybe between issue 3 and 4, it's kind of like I felt like something didn't quite fit, but then I went back and I read all of the issues together at once. I'm like, oh, okay, it made a little bit more sense, because sometimes that time gap in between when you're reading the issues and when you get each issue, especially when it comes to crowdfunding books, you forget some stuff, and then I went back and I read them all. I'm like, oh yeah. Great. And now I can't wait to see where we're going here in issue number 6, how the story is going to tie up. Definitely worth checking out. You should check out his tiers. They're not very expensive. You can go pick up, I think, just a regular copy of the book, a print issue, for I think $6, $7 for I think for the variant cover. And then maybe like $9 or something like that for the C cover. There's an A, B, and a C, something like that. But then there's a tier where you can even get all 3 of them together, all 3 covers together, for like $25. But there's also, if you haven't backed any of the books before, there is a catch-up bundle where you can go and back that as well. You can get issues 1 through 6 all together, along with the variant covers. I think that tier I think the one that I seen was like $40 or $45. Then there's also one that's got a bunch of the covers. It's like $75 as well. Definitely worth checking out. I think this series is very good. I think Trevor has done a great job with this series. The art has gotten, I think it's gotten a little bit better as it's gone on throughout this series. Just getting the artists and everything, getting a little more into doing the characters and everything. And the story itself has just been absolutely great. Definitely worth checking out. I wouldn't tell you to check it out if I didn't think it was worth your time or your hard-earned dollars. Make sure that you go check that out. Now, along with using money from the channel memberships to go out there and crowdfund some of these comic books, I actually give away some copies of these different crowdfunded books that I go and back as well, because some of them just have some pretty good deals. And the next one that I will be giving away to one of my channel members here in the next couple of weeks is from Coffin Comics. This is La Muerta Primeval, issue number 1. I believe this is like issue number 8. Yeah, chapter 8 overall of La Muerta in the Coffin Comics universe. I will be giving this away to one of our channel members. All you got to do to be entered into that giveaway is be one of our channel members. The next project I want to tell you guys about is from the great folks over at Coffin Comics. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys are like the gold standard of crowdfunding comics. These guys have excellent service. They are very communicative with their customers, and their backers, and they pull through 100% with fulfilling the needs of all their backers. These people are absolutely great. Again, the gold standard. Now, they have different editions you can get, and this is for Cybernetic Desecration. I believe that's the name. Let me see here. Cybernetic Desecration. I was right. And this is chapter 17, I believe, of Lady Death in the Coffin Comics universe. I have I think at this point I have all the volumes. I think I'm completely caught up, but there's plenty of different covers that you can go and check out. There's plenty of different goodies that are going to come along with this. They're going to be unlocked. The I believe, I can't remember, the perks, I believe, or when they unlock the different little things. It's not the perks, it's the stretch goals, all the little stretch goals. There you go. They always have a bunch of those on there, and they do hit a lot of those. Usually get a lot of great books and extra little goodies out of there. It's like Christmas every time you get one of these books in, even if you're just getting just the regular version of the premiere edition, which are always beautiful covers. Just the regular one that's like $28. It still always comes with all of the goodies, and it's quite a bit that you're getting there with that. And again, the customer service is absolutely great. And if you're into the whole Lady Death, kind of thing, I mean, it's definitely worth checking out with your money. The quality of the books are good. Now, the next one I want to tell you guys about is one that I know you guys have heard me flapping my gums here about in the past, and that is from Merc Publishing. This is Death Rage issue number 5 that they are currently funding. I believe this has about 2 weeks left till it hits, till it closes. They've already hit their funding goal, but ladies and gentlemen, go check out the books. I still, and that's one of the things I was going to get ready to get into with some of the new comic books this week. I've been going and backing this, and that's what you might ask yourself, is because they're currently crowdfunding issue number 5 of Death Rage, when this week at your local comic book shop, you can pick up Death Rage issue number 6, and I believe this is the finale of Death Rage, or at least the story arc, or wherever it's going from now. This is kind of like the end of this story that's been going on here, and this is the first one that they ever actually did a crowdfunder for. Now, over the last year or so, just with the way everything's been, they have kind of had some printing snags with the crowdfunding as far as their books on the crowdfunding side. The quality of the books is different that you get through the crowdfunding books over at Kickstarter than you get from the ones in your local comic book shop. So the ones at the local comic book shop are a little bit ahead of the ones that they are crowdfunding, and I actually done a couple videos here talking about this before, guys, and even in one of the videos, a couple of the great people over there, I believe it was Aaron and Murphy, both kind of commented that they were still going to be doing Kickstarter versions of the books that they have already put out, just to at least finish out those arcs, which I'm perfectly happy with. I wouldn't say I'm a completionist, but I would say that I am somewhat of a completionist in that way, that I'm like, man, like, I still want my crowdfunded Death Rage issue 5 and 6. I don't care if they're out at the comic book shop and I've read them already. I want my crowdfunded books. You can go check out the covers and see exactly why. We've got some great covers by Shikari, John Royale, and plenty of other great artists. Go check them out. There are a whole bunch of different covers, and these are not the covers of Death Rage issue number 5 that you're going to be able to find at your local comic book shop. So make sure you go check it out. Tell them your boy Myrtle sent you, or tell them me, Trinity, and the 2nd Street Marvel sent you. Just let them know. Go check them out. Definitely some very, very great covers over there. I already backed it. So, which, as I said, getting into my local comic book shop, but getting into my comic book pull list this week. This is actually the finale of Death Rage. Issue number 6 is coming out this week, which I'm guessing they will be running a crowdfunded a Kickstarter for that. I don't know. I guess would be within the next few months, probably after they fulfill issue number 5 that is currently funding right now. But I'm looking forward to reading this and seeing how it is. I think it's been about, at this point, it would be close to, I don't know, maybe it would be about a little over 2 years since Death Rage first kicked off to where we're getting the finale here in issue number 6. And again, these did start off on Kickstarter. And then I want to say that was in December. Maybe it's been, I thought it was about 18 months. So it's been about 2 years at this point now since they really started this off. And it's been very good. Been a fun ride. Now, the character of Death Rage seems, I mean, if you go and read it at first, it seems like a character that's very derivative of, like, Deadpool. But while there's definitely some similarities there are things that kind of set this character apart from what that character is. He just happens to be a mercenary who flaps his gums and is a smart ass as well. And so that's kind of what you're getting in here. But what's interesting is how this story has been going down and what exactly is going on with Death Rage and like the suit he wears and exactly how he's tied in with the Spartans and everything. Like there's this whole technology stuff going on here. You got this chick Pixel who's like this AI. Like it's pretty crazy stuff going on here. But then if you get into like Miss Meow and even Born of Blood, which are in like the same kind of shared universe at Merc Publishing, like it's all like, it all makes sense if you're reading the whole thing. Like there's some, like, it's a pretty cool little thing that they're doing. Just slowly building out this universe, which is what I'm interested to see what they got next. If this is the last issue of Death Rage, what is next for Death Rage? What series will he show up in next? Where are they going with the next story? Who's the next character that they're going to be introducing to us? Because they have introduced several to us through these series so far, just through these 3 different titles. So very interesting stuff. Make sure you go check them out. This is once again on Merc Publishing, and you can go check out the Kickstarter for issue number 5 as well. Let's talk about this next book that is getting ready to come out this week on Aftershock Comics. This is A Foulness in the Walls, and this is going to be a one-shot that they are doing, and this is written by Cullen Bunn. And in case you guys don't know, I really do enjoy a lot of the books that Cullen Bunn does in his indie stuff. He does a lot of horror books, and I can't wait to see what we've got going on in this one, which brings me into the next book as well, because Cullen Bunn is also writing over on Source Point Press. He's also doing Night Walkers, and this is issue number 2 that's coming out this week. And I thought issue number 1 was very good as well. Now, I haven't read A Foulness in the Walls, but I did read issue number 1 of Nightwalkers. And I'll tell you, if you like Cullen Bunn and the horror stuff he does, definitely worth checking out. And it's about like these people who are in this this rehab facility, but then we see that it seems like maybe there's some vampires that are also here that have been sort of let loose upon this facility. And it's like the first issue was just really great, the way like it picked up and just kind of threw us into this world, and then just kind of left with a nice cliffhanger, getting ready to see what's going to go on in issue number 2. And I'm pretty interested to see what's going to go on with this series. But let me know down in the comments below if you're going to read A Foulness in the Walls, or if you checked out Nightwalkers issue number 1, what you think about them if you're going to read issue number 2. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, I don't have a whole lot of other books this week, but the next one that I do have is on AWA Upshot, and that is Trojan issue number 2. Now, I thought the first issue of Trojan was very good, and it definitely fits right in there with a lot of the stuff that we have seen that they are doing over at AWA Upshot with this whole kind of reborn universe and just everything going on there with that. And I'm interested to see where this one's going, because I thought issue number 1 of Trojan was absolutely great. Let me know down in the comments below if you're going to check that out. These next ones are coming from Image Comics this week. I've got a few issues, and that is 3 Keys issue number 5. I'm not sure if this is the series finale or not, or if there is more of these that they are going to be doing, but I thought the story overall has been it's been pretty good, and I like the art in here from David Messina. Pretty good series if you ask me. I know I've seen a couple of people do reviews of this book, and like, yeah, and it's the funny thing about like comic comic nerds, you know what I mean? Like so easily offended because like people seen like some of the stuff like in issue number 1 and issue number 2 where you see our main character where she works at a comic book shop and she works with a guy who seems like a stereotypical just kind of comic book geek guy that works there at a comic book shop, and obviously like a snobby comic girl who's there like she's so above being one of these nerdy people working at a comic book shop and all the nerdy people who come in there and shop, but yet she's still working there because like she is one too. She's just like too cool for school, but she's not. And so, like, I don't know, but I think the series itself has been pretty good. The art has been very good as well. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read it, what you think about it. And also let me know what you think about Kaya. This week we've got Kaya. I believe this is issue number 5 getting ready to come out for Kaya as well. Maybe it's issue number 4. And I've enjoyed this series so far, following Kaya, where she has like this kind of like cybernetic arm, and she doesn't use it all the time, like she's trying to get by without using it, but yet it's able to help her save or not even save, but I guess help people while they're out on this journey after basically all of her people have been killed. Pretty cool little story going on there as well. Let me know down in the comments below if you've been reading it, what you think about it, and also let me know if you've checked out Art Brute. Art Brute is the next book that I've got. They've got a few different covers coming out this week as well. Again, this is from all the same people who brought you Ice Cream Man. We're talking about W. Maxwell Prince, Martin Morazzo, Chris O'Halloran, good old Neon, I think it's the whole same team here on this book as well. And this one has been a weird one, but it seems like this seems like it seems almost like it would be a Wes Anderson kind of movie. If this was a movie, like Art Brute seems very Wes Anderson. And like I don't know, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. Definitely, like I would say, not even similar, but you could see how it's still from the same creators, but it's in kind of a different way, and of just like a different kind of storytelling altogether. It's not that same kind of horror stuff that you get out of Ice Cream Man. Very good stuff going on in Art Brute as well. Now, the last couple of books I have are on Boom Studios. This week we've got Grimm, issue number 8. Now, this series has been very good. They did have a little bit of a hiatus, I think, after issue number 5. There's a little bit, and then we've got into the second arc. The second story arc seems to be a little bit slower than that first one was. But I've enjoyed it, and this is another one of those examples where I feel like I need to go back and read those first few issues and get like kind of caught back up on the story once again, just kind of get refreshed going into or coming out of issue number 8. Let me know what you think about Grimm down in the comments below, and I'll tell you about the final book that I've got coming out this week, and that is House of Slaughter issue number 12. And I don't even have this on my pull list at this point, I don't think. I've just been picking it up, and I might stop picking this one up. I mean, it doesn't really seem like it's adding anything super big of significance to the overall story of something is killing the children. It's just kind of expanding the world, and I hate to discount that because I know there's plenty of times when you have a series like this that as it's expanding, it's going to give you little things here and there that will show up later in the main series, and that's kind of like if I give that up, like, okay, like, is it really worth it? No, I could probably trade weight, but like, I don't know, I'm still weird about it, and I still pick up the individual issues when I could easily probably trade weight on this one. But let me know down in the comments below if you've been reading House of Slaughter still. I know a lot of people probably aren't pulling it no more. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people like, just the main series is fine. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. I've really been enjoying the main series as well. But that's all I've got for my comic book pull list this week, folks. Let me know down in the comments below what's on your comic book pull list this week. Thank you all so much for being here today. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.